Yeye amechapa, time imempita, amefika 30 40. Wewe unamdate
mweka miaka 10.
Kuweka mtu miaka 10, I don't find it a problem. And women always go for something.
So there's something else I love.
You might be even loving my kid more than you love myself. Let's do our things together. Let's grow together. We can do a lot of stuff together.
So we are
but coming to the extent of saying now I'm yours and you're mine, I don't think that is that's my work. Let nature take its course. No, as a man I would never allow a woman to produce a half. I will take charge of everything.
Okay.
Now if I take charge of everything, take your responsibility fully. Don't bring me a house help in the house again. Women are crazy. They will calculate every single shilling that you get and how you spend it. And they will question you. If you are a man, you cannot perform, and again you don't have money.
Double tragedy.
You are nowhere. But a woman cannot be working, and at the same time you are not satisfying, but we still keep you.
So you're not.
Yes. Yes.
We're not satisfying and we still keep you.
Yes.
Hello, we hope you're well. Karibu katika Nyuzi. Today we are here. Episode nyingine, and today we are going to have an awesome conversation. Kama kawaida, Brenda Dama ndo jina langu.
Hata mimi naitwa America Dede kama kawaida.
Na social media pale utatupata @Nyuzi_KE across all platforms.
Kabisa. Na leo tuko na mgeni. Lakini kabla tu introduce mgeni, nataka niseme topic ya leo ni moto. Hii ni season 2, tuliambiwa season 2 ni season ya kuleta feelings na kila kitu uje nacho hapa. Yaani
kujifungua roho yako.
Kabisa, funguka. So topic ya leo tunaongelelea about relationship stroke marriage. Marriage is not all about happiness, because single people are unhappy anyway. Single people wanasemanga single people wanakuanga happy, kumbe pia hamna raha huko mliko. Basi mkija huku ndo ni kibarua chenyewe.
Wewe ulishavuka
miguu miwili.
So we have our guest today with us, na leo tumeletea msomi, by the way. So
philosopher
hapa tuko na philosopher. Lakini before we preempt, karibu sana Jacob, just introduce yourself and what you do.
Okay, I'm Joe Reki. I'm a student at a Catholic University pursuing masters in philosophy, and also at the same time pursuing mass communication at KMC. And I'm grateful that I'm here. Brenda, we've met. And also my host today, and thank you.
Karibu sana. Karibu Nyuzi.
Naona leo kutakuwa moto hapa. Maana yake tuko na wasomi, philosopher.
Lazima akili zikuje.
Kutawaka.
So walikuwa wamesema someone put a comment out there and akasema a relationship or a marriage is not all about happiness. Because even single people are not happy most of the times, or maybe it's all the time. I was once a single person. I was
happy. Mimi sikuwa unajua sasa hivi ukiingia kwenye hii basi ndo mashaka. Una lazima update. Nimeenda huku, ninatoka, narudi, lakini ukiwa single ulikuwa kivyako, utaingia saa 7 saa 8, hiyo ni yako.
Kwa hivyo watamani kurudi.
I was okay, I'm happy but I was happier.
Jacob, tuambie.
Okay,
I was happier then.
As a pick-up line, I always would wish to say happiness is very subjective. And taking in the point of philosophical aspect, you can't measure happiness. So I can't say I'm happy, but in real sense I'm not happy. And sometimes you can see me happy, then in real sense I'm not. So what happiness is a matter of say individual fulfillment or accomplishments. So we cannot say that marriage as such is an accomplishment in it. And also marriage does not make it that this is the end of it. This is a happiness at the end. So we have a lot of aspects to look into. So it's not just about getting somebody and say now I'm okay, I'm happy and happily married forever. It can't work like that.
So you feel, wewe una feel kama even in the uko as a single person, you could be okay as you are.
Yes.
You're okay as you.
Yeah.
And even if you come into marriage, you don't expect happiness. If you are that happy,
you can still be happy.
You can still be happy, or you don't even expect that happiness all the time in that marriage?
It's not about happiness, because what I'm trying to think of is like maybe I take a religious aspect of it, of accompaniment. We say that men and women come together, or rather for accompaniment. Because if I say that we are coming for happiness, then we are getting it wrong. Because happiness is a very long topic that you cannot just fulfill it in a day and say, no, I'm happy. Because today you might wake up with a different mood. Tomorrow you wake up with a high mood. Tomorrow you are on low mood. So how do you define that? Would you say now I'm in a very cozy situation where I do not understand myself? Because as at the end of it all, we have to define happiness when someone has reached, maybe at the end of it all, you have finished
the rest.
Because this is the yes.
I have finished the rest.
Yeah, you finished the rest.
rest.
Yeah, you are now ready to rest. But before that, we cannot say, or we cannot measure the happiness in the family or in the marriage, so to say.
Okay, so sorry to be personal, but are you single or married?
I'm very single and very satisfied.
So you're happy?
Yes.
You're not looking.
He's happy like I was. Happier.
Okay, he's happier.
Yeah.
You're not looking.
I don't look like I'm single.
No. Are you looking or you just contented?
No, I said I'm very okay with that.
Okay.
Masomo kwanza.
Sawa. So, topic ya leo tulikuwa tunasema, why do men, I mean right now most men don't want to commit. Na hata pia statistics zinasema 13 point kulikuwa na difference 2021 na 2022, wale wa mama walijifungua, the women who went to give birth wenye ni single, percentage iliongezeka from ilikuwa 13.5 ikapanda to 13.9. So why is it that men these days don't want to commit? Ama is that statement true, mwanzo, that men don't want to commit?
Okay, I'm not a man before Jacob comes in.
Yes.
Mimi si mwanamume, basi sasa kulingana na vile wanawake wanapitia huku nje ni kama wanaume wengi wamelegea. Yaani wanafanya nini? Wanakata majukumu. Yes, you sleep with this person. What do you expect kama umelala na yeye? Si apate mimba. Akipata mimba akijifungua unajitoa kwa picture. But there's so many people blame single mothers, lakini haikuangi fault yao.
By the way, the phenomenon yenye iko saizi, what I would say is that I think the whole drama is brought by women. And women are the ones who have brought the whole this drama. Because you see, let me defend myself. Don't attack me before I finish.
Defend yourself very well.
Wait. What I mean is this. You see, since we began this a forum or feminism agenda, you understand? So women starting having a controversy with men that what a man can do, I can do it better. And with that, women have taken over, and they think that by observing what other women have done, for instance, if a woman has raised a child and her child is well off and is doing well, so other women come in with such agenda. Like, I also need just a child, because it does not only come from men that we do not want commitment. We would have wished to want commitment, but who are you going to commit to? Like, for instance, who am I going to commit to? Okay. Everybody is there, flying on TikTok, flying where, everywhere. So, at what time are you going to commit?
So your problem is people flying. You want someone who is seated. Ama what's you?
It's
using a bus. He hate flights. You hate flights.
So it's not about what I'm saying. Don't misquote me. What I'm saying is that there is a lack of consistency, and more it comes from women, because men, as you might have realized, even psychologically it's proven that men have a little bit kind of one kind of section of brain, but women have multi.
Thank you.
Yes. So in this sense, men will not change to be men. Men will remain to be men, but women can always think they can do this, think they can do that. And the whole of this thing brings on the whole story of now. If I'm going to commit myself, like for instance, I had a friend who, I don't know, by accident or intentionally got pregnant a lady. And this lady was quite beautiful and everything. She was in campus. But this gentleman was very quite well brought up, and he was ready actually to take the responsibility. But the lady calls the man, like, you gave me pregnant and you don't want to talk to me? And I'm like, why don't you even explain your problem? Now, we had this and that, we got a fetus or we got a baby. we have to raise together. But you see, the moment the woman just picked the phone, she just abused the man, started howling and everything.
So the man,
how do I know that you're pregnant? I'm
no,
not pregnant. I don't.
The man was to understand if a woman is in that position, wanakuanga na temper. Mtu anafaa kuelewa.
How do I know I'm not a woman?
Okay,
So you do not explain to me how you feel. How do I know? How do you expect me to know
so
that?
That was her way of explaining what she was feeling. And the man was alikuwa anafaa kumuelewa. Kizungu kigumu. Alikuwa anafaa kumuelewa.
Anafaa kumuelewa vipi na hajaeleweka?
Amemweleza kwamba mimi ulinipa mimba na sasa hivi hutaki kuniongelesha. Angeelewa kwa mind yenyewe mtu wangu ako na mimba. So let's start from there.
Now and here is where I normally get this theory that actually women will have to tend to reason with emotions rather than getting to logic. And men will have to go with logic rather than going with emotions. And then this man will go and keep quiet because now you're taking me at a pace that I do not like. Yes, so no, let me give you space so that you shout, you howl everywhere.
So
and then now you
1 minute you are single boy, the next minute
you're a father.
Everything is happening
at once.
Yes, you can understand the
So
situation.
ulikuwa umefanya hivyo, ulikuwa unatarajia ukue nini? When you are performing that act, ulikuwa unatarajia miracles ama nini?
Mwanaume habebi mimba.
Sawa, so you perform that act ukijua hapa kunaweza kuwa na mimba ama kukose kuwa na
Who
mimba.
is supposed to know when she's pregnant?
Okay,
is it a man or a woman?
Of course it's the woman who is supposed to know, and of course the communication bit of it. Probably when women are pregnant,
they tend to
also,
be so emotional.
Someone is also in fear. You say the girl was in campus. So probably pia wow, it's something new. They're like, oh, okay, nilikujia degree lakini kama
nimepata na degree mbili.
Kuna degree.
But now this is the whole situation now, because a man will have actually listened to the woman and understood her.
Okay,
and then said,
how the story went.
Okay, the man kept quiet, and then you see, this lady used to be my friend too, and she would call me every now and then. She would be like, I'm calling this guy and he's not picking my calls now, and why don't you talk to him? Because he gave me, and I'm like, wait, when you were getting pregnant, was I there? Because now these were two you know, the bedroom stories, you're now bringing them out. Wait, go back to your man. Tell him. Go with the procedures. Now, what she would have done, she would have even written a message, because the man was not responding to everything. Because
was he a student too?
The gentleman had finished, I think he had graduated. So the lady was still in school. So what would have been the best argument maybe to follow is that let you come with a logic, a follow up with the things slowly. Because this is normally what ends up, and people start bringing all this idea of committing even suicide and ending up their own lives, because they feel nobody is listening to them, when actually you are not communicating.
You're shouting.
Yeah?
You're shouting.
You're shouting. How will I listen? Yeah.
Okay, so the communication bit. So apart from that, then what else? Because you see, as a young girl, when you're growing up as a lady, or not even as a lady, as a girl, we always imagine the wedding, not even imagining how the guy, never imagine the prince. But for you, I understand, for men, you imagine the woman. You already have a picture of the woman you're going to marry. For me, I'm imagining the dress I'm going to wear, the flowers, the setup.
I'm also imagining the man.
When you're a girl,
in one way or the other.
When you're a
prince.
Girl.
No, a little girl.
Yes, you just imagine them. So the idea of marriage, the idea of weddings and all that fascinates the girl. But for you guys, I don't know whether it's the same case. Maybe, of course, it's not the same case, as you've said. So what happens then to may grow? But now you find someone, you sleep with this person, you say you love this person, but you're not taking it to the next level. Like to
you're dating. You're sleeping with that girl for 10 years. You're not even making a move.
What I said, and I will repeat, is about...
Put a ring, bro. Put a ring. It's about that I'm your wife.
It's about communication. That's what you say. Nowadays, getting people who listen is very difficult. Because we have a lot of things which are connected to our minds that we cannot even settle down to listen
Men.
for even once.
Men.
These are ladies, so what I'm talking about. Then it ends up that man will want, like she said, these fancy things are just brought up by women. You'll never see a man initiating, like, let's have a wedding.
But wedding is
Yeah,
And why not?
Why not?
No. Let me finish. Because it's about women who wants to show other women or other men that, you know what, I got somebody. But men want to take things with the procedure. But now after that, and the imaginations that you had in your mind are not working, because these are ideas, and ideas must be actualized.
Yes.
So there is that ideological aspect of a woman which is never realistic. But when it comes to dawn to her that actually this cannot be realized, she might end up doing something else. But men will take charge. I might work with you for even 10 years. I'm just observing you. I want to
10
see
years. 10 years unobserve nini. You want to create a human being.
I'm
Kama
not
unobserve nini.
And why don't you be patient enough?
No.
Why are you impatient?
Patient for 10 years.
Why are you impatient?
Kwani unataka kuunda
No, why are you
wako?
impatient?
Ndio
Tell me why
observing
you
me
are.
in and out.
Tell me why you're impatient.
No. 10 years, a whole decade. Unaniangalia nini?
No, tell me why you are not impatient.
Why am I not patient?
Yes, tell me.
Like 10 years, that's an
Where are we
it's
going?
long.
What do you want to achieve?
Tumetoka hapa kusema hapa alidate for 10 years zikakuja, it's not working. You can't date for that. Tuambieni, is it okay to date someone for so long? Like honestly.
It's about knowing each other.
And
then at the end of the day, that's how you end up in wrong marriages, and then you start complaining again. Men are dogs, are wrong.
Maybe they are.
I feel like the time you're saying we are learning this person, and then now you get into this marriage, you make your 10 years, you still find out that you don't still know this person. Because what is this that you're learning about
for
this
10
person?
years? Hata degree ni miaka 4. Wewe 10 years.
Now, let me ask you a question, you know? When you meet me, like for instance, you meet me today.
Yes.
Then we stay for 2 years, because what I know that there is a lot of masking when people meet. You will never reveal yourself in the first day that this is me.
Yeah, and that's true.
But do you know that men would like people who go straight to the point? This is me, this is. But now hiding for some kind of time, now that you're trying to buy time, I don't want him to know me immediately, then you get it wrong.
You know.
And for ladies, you'll be like, okay, let me give him time, and as I think. But you know, we as men, we will always have options. Because I will check on you, because you know it is just
on me.
Yes, I'm checking on you, and I'm checking on someone else. Because so the one who merits, is the one who gets married.
Okay, so now in this case, you've dated this girl for 10 years. You've been checking her out for 10 years.
Yes.
And you find out
Mary comes.
She's not the one.
Then you find out with Mary 1 year.
Then why did you waste her time?
Yes.
It's not about wasting time. We are all of that. No.
Someone say.
Hiyo ni kupoteza time ya msichana. Ndio maana mwingine amesema itafika time ameachwa, yeye amechapa, time imempita, amefika 30, 40. Wewe unamdate
mweka miaka 10.
Kuweka mtu miaka 10, I don't find it a problem.
It is.
Because what I know is about, you know, something we call discernment. You take some times in learning and doing some things. Because I guess at a point I was so much interested to get married and have
Then what happened?
Then I would say sometimes if I use my experience, because of my studies, I give precedence to my studies than any other person. And this is where always things go wrong. Because you want me to call her today, I have an assignment to submit. Which way? Which one do I go first?
But it's only a call.
It's a call, but it is costing me.
It's not an assignment.
I have to run my businesses. I have to get this money that you want to come and shout over it. You see?
But now, at this point, you're saying you're having your studies. Is she in the picture? Because you see, I might be in the picture. Mimi najua Kubasu yuko hapo. Tutawana. Lakini wewe umeshasema it's your studies.
What I told you.
There might be Peter
here. What I told you. Men take one duty at a time.
Okay.
So the rest can be just as a subordinate.
Okay.
So I will not give it fully time.
Okay, so let me tell you right now, ndio maana sasa inaenda hiyo ya kudate for 10 years because right now uko naye lakini priority ni studies.
Priority is studies.
Unamaliza umegraduate sasa ndio unaanza kumjua. 6 tena ukichanganya ndio ni 10. Ikifika mwaka ya 10 si yeye, unamwacha unapata mwingine. You know, it's
yes. It takes time. And that's why they always say good things take time. Because you rush it and then you end up in a crash.
So
you want to rush marriage?
I mean 10 years unasoma kwani ni
they say.
What do you think is the ideal time for having like a betrothal time or something? What do you think is the ideal time?
I don't think there is an ideal time, but let's not waste each other's
Exactly.
time. In a
2
way
years
that
are enough.
2 years. 2 years. This is a very small time. A woman can pretend to be
people who
anything.
meet and they get married.
Unajua hivi, mimi kama mwanamke unanidate, mimi hata naanza tayari kuimagine. Mimi na
sasa ndio maana mnakosea.
Kubasi. Mimi na Kubasi tukishazaa
Mnaanza
mtoto atakuwa
kukosea.
hivi. Yaani mimi kumbe Kubasi ananipatia miaka 10 ya kuimagine 10 years mimi na
Now the reason is you take time to think on behalf of someone else who does not even have that think.
Then why are you dating in the first place? Ngoja tu utafute hii kazi upate, uweke hizo pesa zenye nitakuja nigombanie. Ukimaliza kila kitu kama you're ready,
then will you be there?
No, you get someone else.
Yes, that's why
waiting.
It's not about you waiting, because you know we have to formalize this and we have to follow some procedure. I'm giving you time so that you also develop yourself, so that when you come, you don't just come.
Probably I'm already ready.
So mimi nisha develop tayari. Capacity yangu mimi niko sawa. I have what I need.
So that will mean then we do not match.
Also,
Yes, that's not we do not match, because
yote.
about anything to do with marriage, you have to have ideological, you share goals, you share ambitions, and that's why I had one of the speakers saying that it reaches at some point that you want to look something different from this love that you got in the first impression. Yeah. So what are you going to offer
Zaidi.
as a extracurricular? What are you coming with?
Yeah, like, I'm coming in the house. I have my job.
You
but
have your,
above all, I'm the table.
You're the table.
Yes.
So or do we will eat you?
Table inamaanisha I'm supporting you emotionally, physically.
Or you have food.
Okay. Someone said
yeah.
When a man sees a woman, they know this is her.
Yes.
Like kuna
from the
word go. So ukiniambia 10 years ama 7 years ama 4 years ama whatever years.
Anyway, those were then, but right now you cannot say that this is she. You can't.
Really?
One of the speakers amesema
people do change and people are chameleons nowadays. People just camouflage. Today you meet an angel, tomorrow she's a devil incarnate. And you're like, we met yesterday and you are this, what happened? It changed overnight.
So you're saying people are not genuine?
And in this generation, actually, the one who is patient enough will get good fruits.
What?
This patience.
So need 10 years patient, guys.
So you're saying patience?
Yeah, patient.
10 years.
10 years might be quite long, but it's just, we are just dealing with the facts. Because we don't want to rush into things and then at the end of the day
so in the process of 10 years, are we planning about the future? Ama tuko bado unanisoma?
Of course, it will depend now, because actually, these 10 years or so, I'm learning you, you're learning myself. Then we are having dinner out or coffee out and everything of that sort. I need to know how you get angered. What can you do when you are angered? What extent can you go when you find me with someone else? What extent can you go?
Else,
yes.
Someone else anakuja in the picture.
No, I'm just giving you the picture of what kind of a woman you would be. Because
somewhere else is where we draw the line.
I think someone else
anakuja kufanya nini?
Mna imagine vitu vingi ambao ndio vinafanya una take a whole 10 years.
Now also that's why I began with a disclaimer that the studies I take sometimes are not favorable in the side of having this emotional conversation, because I like people who will have to sit down and reason with logic that this is what you did, and I think, because in your opinion you could be right, but at the end of the day, where's the truth? Is there truth in what you're saying? Or you're just making the drama and so bringing everything?
Yeah, I get you.
So if you come with some logic, you draw this and this and this, and this is the conclusion, then we have to agree on this and say, okay, you've said that you saw me and this lady, Cynthia, or you saw me with Cynthia, and I think you are into Cynthia, and then I will tell you, no, you are overthinking. I think Cynthia is my classmate. You see. So If you go ahead and start overreacting over the statements that I've said, then I see I'm not dealing with a human person. I'm dealing with something else. Because I expect you to reason like me. Because next time I meet you with someone,
okay,
with John,
Kubasu
or Jacob,
Jacob. Umesema unafanya philosophy. I think mse wa philosophy mtaendana. Kwa sababu wengine.
No. You can train her, by the way. And a trained lady is good. Because she's going to give you good children. She's going to train your children. And your children are going to...
Yes. What is this training you're talking about?
She's going to train children to think reasonably, logically. Yeah. Because she got you and you got her. You understand?
Okay.
But anyhow, you just meet someone and then you say, okay, this and this, after 2 years, let's go into make a wedding. And then after wedding, you see, most women actually anticipate for so great things in a wedding. But then when it happens that the reality dawns on them and maybe she has spent like $1 million on a wedding and the returns are not
worth the million.
And then she's frustrated. It happened once in Kisumu where a couple got married and after some few days they separated actually because I think they used a lot of money and then at the end of the day who was to be accountable for the things they borrowed or they had gone for credit. So who was to be responsible?
Yes, they were to sit as a couple waone tutalipa aje hizi madeni.
Zote.
So you see what a woman has already brought into a problem already.
That's not a problem. That's a wedding na ilituhusu sote wawili.
That's a man.
Sasa si unaona? That's why I told you the wedding is for women. The wedding is never for a man.
Okay.
You just want to make a point.
Me, I don't have an issue with whether we are getting a wedding, whether we're just going to see
the
our
AG
parents,
or
whether we're going to
something.
the AG. The thing
As
is
long
just
as tuko pamoja, but it's done the right way.
Which I've gotten, of course, kwa hiyo madeni itawaramba wote. Kama ni kula sukuma, wakule sukuma mpaka wamalize
kulipa
which is
as
okay.
a couple.
But now there's this issue, you feel like people are not genuine. Do you feel like sometimes as men, you don't want to commit because mnaona
majukumu?
No, the genuinity, like people and the ladies that you're coming in your meeting are not genuine. And what does this even mean when people are not genuine?
Okay, what I would say is that when a man loves you, he can go to the extent of doing extraordinary things. Yes. So when a man loves you, he will go to the extent of doing extraordinary things. And that's why men will make sure their women are happy. But if the man is just there, he really, the mind is not already, he just, I think he met you, he met you, and then at the end of the day, he just left. Immediately he met you and he left. So you might be there that you're not, you don't even exist in his mind.
This is someone who's married you?
Yes.
Okay.
So what is here is, some of these men actually will commit if you bore fruit for them. Like for instance, if I see already you have my kid and then I will have to take care of this because I'm getting responsibility, not because of a woman, but because of my kid. You understand? But that is in the extent that a man does not love the woman. But at the end of the day, also you have.
She slept with the.
It's not about sleeping. It's not about the. It's not a.
So for you, it's not
people
about.
People go to sleep with women even in here. Where do you call it? Koinange. But that's not love. That's just for satisfaction. That's just for satisfaction. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So sleeping for you, men sleeping with a woman it's just normal.
Why not? Because where do you expect to sleep with?
Because you see, we attach feelings. The moment I sleep with a man,
no, ladies can actually can lie.
Yes.
Ladies can lie. They can lie to you that they really love you. When the next end they just want something from you, and we have seen that. It's not the first time you're experiencing this. And women always go for something.
So there's something else I love.
You might be even loving my kid more than you love myself. So I'm seated here. But you're calculating how you're going to get my kid.
Umekaa hapo nasema huyu anakaa zake ni hazijakuwa hizi tutapata milioni 2.
So whatever women look into you and see,
but there are genuine women out here. truth be told.
Okay, we understand that. So kuna hiyo fear.
And that's why we take time. And that's why exactly why I told you we will take time. If a man wants to marry you, he will take time. If a man wants you,
but there kuna marriages zenye zimework, mtu amepatana after 6 months they married and they're thriving.
How do you measure the thriving aspect? Because
like I read
wait. There is nothing like happiness. I read a book. I think it was in this a lady who used to be so poshy, like everybody in the village. She would used to go to the village church, and everybody used actually to like her and admired her life. She was even referred to as a lady. Like everybody would like to associate herself. But now, behind the curtains, the lady used to be beaten every day, but she never portrayed it outside. When she goes out with the husband, you will see that this is a perfect marriage, and everyone will say, how do you manage to smile with your lady every day? She just say, it is good. But she goes back. She knows how she's suffering. But why is she sticking there?
I think because of the kids, and maybe she wanted to save the marriage somehow.
No, the aspect of the kids was not brought to the scenario.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's like they didn't have kids.
We can assume like that. But why was the lady so much
maybe
into
she
this?
had hoped in the marriage.
She wouldn't. If I tell you, man, I'm hitting you, get out of my house, and tomorrow you are still here, and then you go outside there portraying that our marriage is perfect.
But of course, you see, with marriage for women, when it fails all the time, it's about the woman who has failed. So of course. And it's not the right thing, of course. I don't protect watu wakae kwa marriage. It's not working. You're being beaten, but uko tu hapo. So of course, there's that image to protect. In as much as you guys have an ego to protect, pia sisi kuna ile image yenye. Because all the time it's the marriage didn't work. It's the woman. Yet in this case, it's a narcissistic guy.
So unaona huyo alikuwa anakaa hapo kusave hiyo marriage na kusave kutoongelelewa huko kijijini.
So why would you save such and then you are suffering?
That's how our communities are. Unakaa hapo unapigwa, lakini unasema siwezi toka, maana yake nikitoka hapa wataanza kusema haezi kaa kwa ndoa, haezi fanya.
And that's why I told you women never come for marriage. They come for something. Until she gets that thing, even if you build her the whole house, you saw the incident of one of the governors in Kenya who was snatched a lady by one of the guys in the
now their love ilikuwa imefade, and
it's not about love. You see, you've been provided with everything, but at the end of the day, what did the woman want? She got it, and then she said, this is not the marriage that I wanted to be in.
Yeah,
and then
so what did the woman wanted?
Yeah,
I can't think on her behalf. She knows herself. Maybe she wanted something.
Okay, me I think for the woman you're talking about, naona ni kama alikaa pale akavumilia akasema I can't take this anymore.
You are a woman, of course.
Yes,
you must say that.
Yes.
You must say
na inaweza kuwa hiyo ni ukweli. Aliona siwezi mvumilia huyu governor, acha mimi nijitoe. Nikatafute true love. Maybe hapo hakukuwa na love.
But now the question of how to define the true love is where the problem is. Because love has to come from the man. If it's from the woman, it means you are forcing issues. You are staying in my house. I'm the one who provides everything. If I do not love you, then you are one of my properties. Because if you break my table, I'm complaining about my table, it's broken, but I'm not complaining even how you feel your leg, you hit it. You hit the table. Yeah. I'm not even, how did it happen that it reached to a table being broken? Maybe you had a kind of nuisance and you hit your head here.
So why in the first place would you marry someone mwenye hupendi?
Now, this is now the problem where it is. Marriages sometimes, as you might think, is not that people end up marrying what they wanted or marrying whom they wanted. It's about sometimes you find yourself in circumstances, like just you mentioned, you got my kid, I have to take this responsibility. Then you come. My main concern is not you. My main concern is my kid. Right. So you are here, courtesy of my kid.
And I don't have to come for you to take care of the kid.
But where do you want to go?
No, I can just stay wherever I am. You take care of the kid.
Will you accept? Will you accept?
Kama you know, step in and
no, there is where the problem is. Utaenda ku-exaggerate bills, utaenda ku-exaggerate everything, and then you send me
who has accepted to stay with the woman.
Ni lazima kuwe na kalava
huyo mtoto. maybe you are thinking somehow
we can work things out.
We can just make it work.
Love is triggered by something. And then if it's triggered, and that's how you find that somebody can come to babysit a baby, and then at the end of the day,
she becomes the wife. Mama
and sometimes it is not the case. What normally happens is that we develop, and that's why I told you it will take time. So we develop each other, because there are so many characters in you that I do not like, but there is also some characters in you that I admire. And as a such, love can never be 100.
Yeah.
There is one who has the most love for the other. So if we say that it is 50-50 now, then we are getting it wrong. There is one person who must love the extraordinarily. And there is another one who will be there now to be loved. But if we say now that we are seated here and we are lying to ourselves that a man will love you 100% and you love the man 100%, it's a lie. It will never happen. Because it goes with, and then it develops. Because I've been raised in a village where you find this lady is like she's going through hell. She's being beaten, and then at the end of the day you see her pregnant the following day. And again, I'll go home. She comes back. She's pregnant, the third kid. And then again she's complaining, she's pregnant. What is happening? Is it the fault of the man or the woman?
Okay, I think the man is beating the woman, but maybe huyo mwanamke in one way or the other anapata mapenzi kwa huyu. Because honestly, mimi huwezi nizibua alafu na kurudia aje.
Sasa, that's why I'm telling you that it is never 100.
Okay.
So it will always be in balance.
Okay, so now for this non-committing guy, yule mwenye bado yuko tu, anakula cookies, anakula lakini bado
hataki.
What do you think, apart from hizo kwamba unasema you're not meeting genuine people nini, what do you think are some of those things that make you guys not really to commit, apart from zile vinye tume?
First of all, I think my predecessor speaker said something about having to protect your ego. A man will always have a foresight to see what is going to happen. And sometimes commitment is tying a knot. Like I'm tying myself to this, and at the end of the day, I'm very unsure about what is going to happen.
But no one knows about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now,
what's going to happen tomorrow?
No one knows. And that's why you find that it is ladies who will insist, actually, why don't we make this happen?
Yes. Exactly.
Why don't we make this happen?
You can date for 10 years, we don't know what will happen tomorrow. Date for 10 years, alafu
but are ladies prepared for that?
For 10 years.
Because if I commit today and tomorrow I'm not yet able to provide what I committed myself to, will you be there?
What do you mean providing what you committed yourself?
What is commitment? Maybe I'm getting it wrong. What is commitment?
When you're committing, you're saying yes, now you are mine, I'm sticking ni wewe, mimi na wewe, kila mtu amejua ni wewe, tumeenda either kwa AG tukafanya dini, we are committed, we are living
as a man you should never do that. Yes, why would you do that?
Hey.
You know, you don't need to say now that okay, now you're mine.
So
no.
Ni kama tumekutana kwa Nyaugenya.
Hapana, let's do our things together. Let's grow together. We can do a lot of stuff together.
So we are
but coming to the extent of saying now I'm yours and you're mine, I don't think that's my work. Let nature take its course.
Kwani ni river.
Wanaume sasa
hapa. Because yes.
No wonder wanaume, no wonder kuna so many single mothers out there. Yes.
So you can't say that single mothers are a result of failed fathers.
No,
not really. It's failed.
You don't want to commit.
We don't want to commit, and the women are howling everywhere. They want to be free. So how?
Okay, are we howling, guys? Are we howling?
So we let you to be free, and then you start complaining you are single mothers. How do you expect that to be?
I mean, honestly, why can't you just commit to this one woman?
Now, let me ask you a question.
What's so
after
hard?
moving out? After moving out, are you now committed to anything?
Moving out of where?
Like, for instance, now you are a single mother. Who are you committed to?
Of course, no, and just your kid. So now,
so why are you taking me with a lot of speed that I have to commit, and when you go out, you are committed to nothing?
Also, what are you trying to say? Like, no, that's the reason you're not ready to commit. Kwa sababu nikiwa huko nje nitakuwa tu hivyo. So hakuna tofauti nikiwa na wewe, ama what are you trying to say?
Because you see, what I'm saying is, women will shout that they want their freedom. Then they get out. After getting out, they are again complaining that men are not taking responsibility. Now, I told you to be patient. You don't want to be patient. You've moved out, and then you're complaining.
No woman is complaining of freedom as long as wewe uko sawa kukaa na mimi sita complain. Freedom ya kazi gani? Na wewe umesema unataka kunioa niwe bibi yako. Hiyo freedom naitaka kwa sababu zipi?
Do you know? You see what we are dealing with is what we are dealing with.
Live like a single woman
when I'm with you.
What we are dealing with, I think, is a little bit different from what the perspective of what you have of a woman. Because our current generation surely is a woman wants to that what you do, I'm gonna do it, but when it reaches now to bills, she points a finger. But when it comes to everything, let's but how are you going to commit to that, to such a person?
You see, now that's where we bring this, You're saying ikifika kwa bills tunasema ni wewe. But again, even the house chores and all that, ikifika kwa hizo, in as much as I'm earning, ikifika kwa hizo, but you expect me to do them.
Are you sure? And you have employed somebody to help, a house help? Okay,
and maybe I've employed that somebody to help. Mimi ndo nalipa huyo somebody.
No, it never goes like that.
Imagine it goes at times. Mimi ndo nalipa huyo help, wewe ngangana na bills na vitu zingine.
It never goes like
so
that.
The
but you know now where again the problem will come. If this house help is able to cook good food for a man, then you are again you start complaining. So you have to be a woman. You don't need to be something else. You have to be a woman. You have to remain a woman.
Let's agree. For this working woman, if I'm to live, sahi ni saa ngapi sahi? Tunatoka sahi hapa.
Saa 1:30.
Na wewe umefika nyumbani mapema.
Wewe ulifika saa 10.
Ulifika saa 10, ulitoka mapema. So at this utaningoja nije mpaka ndio tuanze kupika ama ni nini? Ama now we are taking a scenario where there are no kids.
Yeah,
there are no kids, so there's no house help.
So I'm married to you.
Yes, we are married.
You have to come and
umenio. So saa 4 hapa nije nikupikie.
Okay, so nimetoka nimepatana na jump na nipigie uko wapi na kwambia niko kwa traffic. So wewe unakaa unisubiri ndo nikuje nipike ndo tukule.
Yes. And that's why women get it wrong and then they start shouting. Because man gets satisfaction from what a woman can offer. Now, if I will be going for my work, if I will be doing everything, and at the end of the day, my queen comes in, I have to prepare her food. Again, she eats, she goes to sleep, she wakes up, tomorrow we are going early, so I'll have to prepare again my breakfast, and then what are we doing?
It's this way. Haimaanishi you're cooking every day. Ni hii particular day, kama leo. Mimi natoka hapa kuchelewa.
Let's buy food from outside.
Wow.
Yes.
So utaingia jikoni.
And food is there.
As a man, I'll never go there. When you are there.
When mnapika nyinyi ni kina nani?
When kids come and this is a working woman. You've said your wife has to work, so she's working.
Yeah.
And now she's come later. The kids are here. Probably we don't have a help.
You know, I'm trying to take a traditional aspect of this and how our families or our parents' families used to take a little bit longer, even if they were to mlisema kuvumiliana. It's how you understand your responsibilities and duties as a man and as a woman. If a woman knows that she's going to spend time outside, why don't you prepare food? Leave it. Because nowadays we have even microwaves. I can come and warm food. That one I will do.
The warming
you'll do.
But I will not go to the kitchen to start scrubbing everything. Then you're telling me you're a woman. What kind of that is that?
Then you see, I think you want to be a traditional man in a modern
wrong era.
It's not a wrong era. And this is now I told you, and this is why I told you, I'm bringing you from the traditional one to a modern woman. And this is why we are getting it wrong. Because a modern woman wants to be a modern woman in the era that we are equal, but at the same time, when it reaches to other responsibilities, I say, no, those are the responsibilities for a man. But when it comes to now equality and everything, we have to shout at the same level.
Jacob, you're for the 50-50?
50-50 in terms
equal
of
task and
equal task, equal
no,
bills.
as a man I would never allow a woman to produce a half. I will take charge of everything.
Hey, okay.
Now if I take charge of everything, take your responsibility fully. Don't bring me a house help in the house again.
So
Yes.
I should just sit there and be your help.
okay.
But
As the help that I'm meant
you
to be.
take your money to your family for whatever
Jacob.
reasons you want,
Hey.
but I will make sure you are. My money is yours. Don't worry. I'll take care of
now,
it.
no, there you go.
But everything, if I want hot water, you are the one to prepare. If my yes.
Kuchemshia maji.
Wewe unipangie mpaka nguo zenye nitavaa asubuhi uniwekee hapo.
Wewe umekaa tu unazungumza na gazeti sasa.
Go to Instagram,
Yes.
the TikTok. Okay. Okay, let's talk about freedom and independence, because there's been this feeling that once you get married, una lose freedom. Once you get married, there is no independence. And what is this freedom? What is this independence that you feel like, or is it true that you feel like okay, watu wakicommit some of these things?
Actually, when you get married, you don't even get freedom. What you're limited. You get limited, because as a man, even now that I'm here, I'm not obliged to anything. I'm not obliged to anybody. I can stay as long as I want because nobody's going to question where I am. But the moment you get into a marriage, because that's why I'm telling you, it is very difficult to commit as a man. Because some of these fulfillments, you know, a woman keeps everything here. Men always forget. Because today I will tell you, okay, this and this I'm going to manage to do it, and then at the end of the day, things don't go the way they are supposed to go, and then I come and keep quiet. You start, now you said this, you said that, you said that. You know, she remembers even 10 years ago. 10 years ago, things you said and you never fulfilled. She has them. But what we are saying here is that, especially when you get married, just forget about freedom. And this one should now become more to a woman, because women are vulnerable more than men.
Really?
Okay.
Yes.
What sense?
Yes. Because women, naturally, you cannot fight outside there at night. Like, for instance, let me just give you an example. How would you feel even if it's your daughter or your sister is working as a watch lady at night?
Oh.
It is quite it doesn't bring the picture. But now as men, I can go and nothing will be felt like there is something obnoxious. But now let's bring it in the sense that a woman goes to work at night, she comes every day or rather late, and she wants you to understand her that it's the nature of work.
Yeah.
Quit.
Oh, okay, so she's a nurse.
She should quit.
She's a nurse.
No, the professions, like, no, I didn't say in the night shift. What I'm saying is that, for instance, your work every day compromises the marriage. You go to work in the morning, maybe for reasons which are good or bad or whatever they're known to you. You come to the house late every day. Now, you expect a man just to be there waiting for you?
So you move on.
Yes.
So you quit.
You quit.
Okay, but in this case, the freedom bit was that you feel like the answerable. You actually mentioned it. Like, now you can leave. No one is going to ask you, where were you today? Why is that really an issue? Asking my husband, babe, it's not normal for you to be out at this time. Why do you fear? Why do you have that fear ya kuulizwa uko wapi?
Na wewe not taking the initiative
kuambiana nitachelewa.
Naturally, when you're staying with somebody, there is some affections you share. It might not be such a truth, but it's kind of a telepathy. You normally have some communication, and that's why you'll find that ladies might just become worried of something. No, I don't feel okay. I don't feel okay. Something might have happened.
Yes.
That's an aspect of it. Maybe you need to clarify. In this modern society, things happen, and then anything can happen.
Yeah.
I can't propagate for a person to go out without communication, because I always have that problem. Communication to me is key, but it has to be like, okay, you've called me, I've explained that I'll be late, I'll come at around maybe midnight. Why would you call 10 times? Where have you reached?
Just to make sure you're okay.
No, it's not about okay. That's not becoming a disturbance. And you see, so many aspects we don't want to throw it them to engage our families. Sometimes you are caught, even maybe I'm driving and I have a problem with the police and I have to be arrested and to go there. You see, I don't want to create that image in you. Again, you start now wondering where, calling everyone at home and everywhere that my man is here and there. Men will try to handle their cases as men, so that they protect what they like. Because when I love you, I'll have to protect you, and by protecting, sometimes I have to lie so that I protect you from knowing the truth. So when I protect you from knowing the truth, it doesn't mean that I don't like you. It just means that I don't want to hurt you. That's what we call love. And but when I tell you, maybe I have a small problem here on the road. For instance, I've been arrested by the police. I have issues with my car, and then I have to arrive late. Take it as it is. No, don't start compromising.
At least you communicated, right? Do you need maybe kuna help unataka ama is
if there is help, I will tell you. If I'll need help, in fact, that will be the first thing I'll tell you. I need help 1, 2, 3. But if you just hear that I said I'm coming late, please give me that time.
So at least you will say. So you don't fear at kwamba kuna freedom flani uta lose once you get married.
By the way, if you want to manage that freedom, you will have actually to submit to it. Then freedom will come on your end. But if you become so much strict to the extent that everything, like for instance, I had to handle another case which was not part of me, but someone just brought into my attention. Like a cousin of mine has a phone which is very okay. The phone does not have password. The lady can access it, and then at the end of the day, when she found out that this man was having an affair with another man, it was like, how was I naive to that extent that I used to have the phone every time to access it, and then nothing happened. So who was fooling who? Because I gave you freedom to do everything you want. This is my phone.
Why do you cheat in the first place? Do you give me the freedom to do?
No, I'm just giving you a case example.
Okay, I'm talking on behalf of that lady.
You're talking on You see, what I'm trying to give you is that impression that you have freedom is when things happen behind the door. But when you find that someone is trying to protect, because she loves you, she doesn't want you to get into all these problems, and that's why it is just better as a woman, just keep off men's phone. Just keep off for your own sake and for your own health.
You keep off my phone.
What business do I have with your phone?
Thank you. Okay. If it's that way, then it's
so
good.
your phone is your phone,
and my phone is
yeah. That's why it's called mobile and it's very personal.
So the issue of independence, whereby you find a man, and I feel nikioa sasa lazima niko hiyo accountability, like kulikuwa na issue hapa hivi, we are saying men don't want to say how much they earn. We actually had this conversation, I think, in class, and we were saying that a man will never tell you how much they earn. It's like how women never say what their age is. We always a little bit, tunataka kuficha our age for the woman, and the man cannot tell you niko hii job na earn this much. And so that aspect of independence, do you feel like
actually on finance it is true, and actually it's one of the reasons that people will never actually want to commit, because I know myself, and I know the woman I have. I know what she likes. I don't know what she doesn't like. This is after having a little while of interactions. Then there is this aspect of a woman. Women are crazy. Huh? They will calculate every single shilling that you get and how you spend it.
But
and they will question you. For the better of your health and for better of your status, we keep it private. Because you will get
what you what you
because remember as a man, I am responsible and I have a lot of responsibility, and that's why those the predecessor group which was conversing about man having many women and a woman having it doesn't work like that, because for instance we'll say normally use a charger can charge any phone, but you'll not find that a phone is going to offer everywhere. You understand? Don't know if you get it.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to tell you is that man is responsible naturally, And that's why even if we go back to the Bible, it's told, you are now responsible of everything you name. Even man is the one who named Eve. So if I'm able to do everything, I'm able to supply to even rivers, to supply to even animals, why are you restricting me? Yes, like why are you restricting me?
Also, you're free to have
Yes,
as many women as you want.
Of course, because these are I was given responsible by God. This responsibility.
But you see, even as you're saying you're committing to it, you're not actually committing. You're just going.
Yeah,
No, I'm responsible. I'm just helping.
Throwing seeds everywhere.
I'm not throwing seeds. I'm helping.
Yeah.
Because you can imagine, are you a good Christian? You are taught how to you give. Give without boundaries.
So you're taking that as
so as you're talking about this issue of commitment, it's said that men want to be chased. I mean, no, the men are the chasers. So they want to chase the woman, but it's like right now guys are not committing because you're not giving you
the chance.
We are not creating the environment for you to do the chasing. Do you think that is?
By the way,
you know women, okay, let me talk on women. Hata hawapeani hiyo chance. Utanicheza aje for 10 years? Kwani mimi nimekuwa.
Now let me give you a realistic example. If you check on your phones or whatever, the aspect of man to woman ratio, you'll find that it's around 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. So women are more. So it is even written in the Bible that if we reach a point where women will just please, Maria, let me just be one of you. Just write somewhere that I was married to you.
Really?
You see? And we are heading there. And there is a case where women want that privilege, and no, men want to remain men. So the moment you just show me that you can be a man, I move. I go to where I can be a man. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So we are not creating that environment.
So if you do not create that atmosphere which is favorable for a man.
And which is this atmosphere actually?
Let a man. Be a woman.
When you say be a woman, but you are women.
Yes, women who are
characteristics of these people who are behaving and those who are not behaving like women. What? Because you see, someone is out there feeling like we out here.
She's being a woman, but nyi mnaona ni kama mwanamume, mnaona threat.
Kumbe unaona dume mwenzako.
See hata threat. You know what I got? Like I know I like using examples. A friend of mine got married some years back. Was in 2012, and then. By then he was working, the lady was not working. So the woman got a job and it was higher paying than the man. Do you know that it shifted? And the man started cheating on the lady. Why? Because now the man feels like I'm lesser. You see? So what is here is that even if you earn more, be a woman. Try to be submissive to the man. Because the moment a woman gets money, she brings in the house help. She brings in, I don't know, the machine to wash clothes. She brings in, I don't know what. No.
So those are the reasons zenye mwanamume zilifanya akacheat.
It's not I haven't said that, but what I'm trying to give is that after she got the job, is now when things started turning the other way around.
Started improving.
Yes.
So life when it starts improving, that's why I told you a man should be a man. And even a man in the village, is the one who is supposed to be on top. The woman cannot be on top. I don't know if you understand.
In what sense?
In the any sense.
The man felt he's not on top.
In any sense.
Very nice, because you see it happens. I'm not working, and then my husband is working. He's been providing for 3 years, let's say. And then suddenly God happens.
Yes.
I get a job. And now I'm earning double or even thrice what he's earning. Yes. That means combined
we can do
for the home has increased.
It doesn't go that way, and that's why we always say men always want to remain men. You see, even in a jungle, you know who normally goes for hunting. For instance, if we use lion and lioness.
The lion will be going for the...
No, the lioness goes for hunting.
But
before she bites, she brings to the lion. So the lion is the one to
lioness.
And these are animals. Yes, this is the king. These are animals. Why are women not behaving?
So now in this case, what for the man to remain on the top, what does that mean? Mwanamke afanye nini?
aache kazi ama
what should be
the lady can work, but let the lady remain to be the lady. This
Thank
is
you. The lady can remain to be the lady. Mimi na work nimelipwa 150,000, wewe una earn 20.
Do they remain?
Sikia nikwambie, wewe una earn 20, mimi nimepata 150.
Do they remain to be
Babe, I think hii pesa tunaweza hama. Because I think it's enough for us to hama. Ama unataka tuendelee kukaa pale ndio with the man, ama what's this being the man inamaanisha?
Being a man is that every decision, now that you see in this context, I got you to my house. That's why it happens quite not oftenly that you find a man being housed by a woman. Then those what we call normally, we don't regard to them as men. As a man, you have to fight to keep your woman happy. And sometimes, like for instance, right now, you'll find that there are those ladies who only come for one thing and then they disappear. They just only want that affection, sexual affection. If you can satisfy her, she can keep you. But let mind you, if you are a man, you cannot perform, and again you don't have money.
Double tragedy.
You are nowhere. But a woman cannot be working, and at the same time you are not satisfying, but we still keep you.
So you're not.
Yes. Yes.
We're not satisfied and we still keep.
Yes.
Repeat that one
kindly.
At the woman?
The woman cannot be working. She doesn't have a job. I house her. I give her everything that she needs, and I still house her.
And then she's not you said something.
Yes, she's not satisfied.
But you'll stay. But the vice versa.
But when the vice versa happens, you will not be able to be around. It can't happen.
So now in this case, mimi bado narudi hapo because I've seen this and I've seen it where men, a woman has more money than the woman. I mean than the man. You're saying the man has to still remain on the top. So what is this top? What should this woman do?
The man is the official decision maker of the house.
So like baby,
nimekuja na 150. Nimekuja na 150 babe, tufanye nini?
Akisema tubaki Kayole.
Yes.
Lakini namwambia babes, unaona tunaweza
I'm
just giving out my
No. How?
But you don't see that's just being lame. Yani
it's not being stupid. It's about being, you want to remain in your custody as a man. This is
and
your
it's
you
fine.
Want to provide.
If we go there, you still remain as the man.
Because now, this is where I'm telling you we have a problem. If a woman will carry you from the suburbs of and takes you to Karen, my friend, I'm doing everything for you. Like
that will be
you can't even talk. Your work will just be on bed, and if you do not perform anyhow, you are thrown out.
Okay.
And you see you are in Karen, you better remain in Kayole, so that when she leaves, you still you have friends there, here and there. But why, if someone comes and dumps you in Karen, how are you going to survive?
Okay, so I know that time, man. The time has really gone. So we have something for you, Team Premier Gang. Like normal venye tunafanya for watching till the end. Today we have there's that green airtime.
Na kama tulivyosema si 100, si 200, si 300. So ukiscratch, ukieka utajionea. So namba yenyewe ni kama hivi: 84 11 31 52 25 36 86 02.
And then mtuambie hapo chini nyinyi mnadhani kama you're a man, let us know why do you think you're not committing, and if you're a woman also let us know why do you think they're not committing. And then hapa Jacob kuna kitu tunafanya, guest wao wanafanya, maybe ni joke, do you like to dance,
kama uimbe,
cutting short, kitu ya kutry
anything.
I don't know what to do, but
you want to dance?
I don't know how to dance.
You want to sing?
I don't know how to sing. I'm actually
just try.
I'm not
National
gifted.
anthem,
I'm not gifted in so many aspects. I'm always gifted in speaking. So probably if they need more of my talks, we can still link up next time.
Okay. Umesikia. Okay, sawa, you find, where can they find you? You are single.
You are single.
No, I'm very okay.
You're very okay.
Yeah.
So you don't want?
Not yet.
Okay.
Sawa.
In case kama kuna mtu mwenye anataka kudetiwa for 10 years or less, he's the guy.
If you still feel you want someone who's not in a hurry,
he's the guy. He's the guy, guys. So unapatikana wapi? You never know, Jacob. Maybe Mungu amekuleta hapa na sababu zake, you know.
Instagram.
Naweza pata mpoa through this. When
Okay.
you're serious.
I'm not about mpoa. What I'm always about is networking and sharing ideas. If we can share ideas on how to be better people or better persons, or how we can better our nation and the universe, I'm ready for the talks. But relationship kidogo, I'm not very much into it. So if you come to me and then you start flirting, and then I'll be like, okay, let's have something which can bring something for us to
you come to Jacob with something. Are you bringing what are you bringing on the table? But I'm just kidding. Okay.
It should maybe intellectual discourse, or how we can improve in our businesses and everything, because I like these video gamings. That's what I do. We have an arcade where we encourage people to come and relieve their stress there. Even if you are heartbroken, you come and play that PS and then
you heal. Okay, waambie watu watakupata wapi?
Ni naitwa J Oreki at Instagram, and then also Twitter or X, I'm Professor Oreki, and then also at Facebook I'm just Oreki Jacob.
Alright.
Thank you.
Okay, sawa Mwananyuzi, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Kindly don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe, share, and then until next time we say bye.
Kwaheri.